The Last Jedi comic adaptation is on the way as well, and I gotta tell you, I'm not really excited about The Last Jedi adaptation. It's cool, right? Because right now we're days away from the Thrawn adaptation, the Thrawn novel adaptation. Getting that's gonna start up soon. We're gonna get that story in comic book form. Going back, we got The Force Awakens in comic book adaptation form, and we learned nothing new. And we got Rogue One in comic book adaptation form. We got nothing new. So if we go along that path, and we're assuming that the comic book for the Thrawn novel is going to be the same thing, is there really any reason we should be excited for The Last Jedi comic book?
Yes.
Why?
Because the first issue has porgs on the cover.
Oh God, there you go.
And that's why I'm going to purchase it. It's not going to be a long run. If it's anything like the last two movies that have come out, they were both 6-issue runs. So it's not like it's going to be another 40-run comic. It'll be quick, it'll be here, it'll be gone. We can move on with our life.
It's a really good point. It is pretty compact.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm thinking from a certain point of view.
From a certain point of view.
Why waste the money to pay artists to have this illustrated?
Because a lot of people are going to buy it.
Because people like us will buy it.
I'm not buying it.
My point
He's
is,
buying it. I'm not.
But you can see where I'm going with this. I would rather than put that money into another project.
That's
a
true.
more meaningful project, because
Yeah.
I don't. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I'll probably just Google Han's funeral scene to see what that's about. I'm not going to buy the novel, because why do I need a novel if I can just watch the movie?
And then why do you need a comic book
And
adaptation
why do
for
I
it if you
need
have
a
a novel? Or if you have the movie?
Exactly. Why are we getting two different prints of the same thing? I know they've kind of done this with other movies and everything. I get that, but I've always seen it as a waste of time and money. Put that effort elsewhere.
But it's sold to the consumer as this is something new. You have to have it. We're gonna have variant covers for it. This is something to get excited about. Collect them all. Is it in a way? I mean, we seem to have the mentality that we think that they're ripping us off and we're not going to invest in it. But are they taking advantage of the consumer, the collectors out there that will buy up every comic issue?
I think part of it they are, but I want to see what happens when they come out with it. Because right now we've got the Star Wars line, which I don't think any of us are outrageously excited for the plot. We have the Star Wars Forces of Destiny. I don't know if you've read any of that, but they're terrible. We have the Dr. Aphra line, which we're not quite sure why they're focusing on her as a character. We have the Poe Dameron line, which has been meh. Is the main Star Wars line the one with the faces we don't like?
Yeah.
So right now...
You haven't mentioned Vader.
So right now we've got 6 different Star Wars lines out there, and the only one that we really enjoy is Vader. So maybe this 6-issue, potentially 6-issue run will be something that'll pique our interest in terms of art and story content. So I don't know.
I think that's fair.
And I've been hypercritical on everything Star Wars for the last 2 months, I feel.
I feel like we can't be too hypercritical about Afro though, because there is a huge fandom that loves that series. It might not resonate with us, but people love Dr. Afro. Do you?
I liked her in the 2015 Vader run.
Right.
I don't think she necessarily needed her own line.
See, I agree with that, but let me tell. I mean, I think there's a lot of there's a lot of readers, both male and female. I don't think it's a gender thing. I think there's a lot of fans that really enjoy what that character is. But I'm with you. I'm not following the main line. But very interesting to hear that. I'm surprised that you're in favor. I'm glad you're going to check it out. I'm kind of surprised that you and I are on the same page about kind of feeling ripped off here by the storytelling group.
I totally think it's a cash grab.
Oh, you do?
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, and it's just like I said.
But I'm going to fall for it.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you admit it.
Dave's got a point. It's the collectors that's like an awesome cover. I don't care for the story, but maybe the cover, it looks great.
Okay, awesome. Okay, I can roll with that.
But
if you have thoughts about the comic adaptation, and I'm thinking about, we have so many people in the comic book community on YouTube that follow our show. I would love to know what you guys think about, and girls. I want to know what anyone thinks about this comic adaptation of the movie. Are you going to go pick it up? Are the variant covers enticing you? Is it the artwork that's enticing you? You're not getting a different story here. You know what happens. Let us know in the comments below.